It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 14th of May. I'm Donovan Neal. We're mostly dry for this week, but then we begin an active period of severe weather over the central and southern high plains as moisture continues to increase and humidity continues to increase as the week wears on. So, let's take a look at our upper air map across the continental United States. You can see that cold core upper trough in the northeast is starting to rotate out. That was bringing some good dry air for much of the United States, but now that's starting to rotate out, and we have the south. We're going back to the southwest flow aloft, which can bring some an increase in humidity as the week progresses. And here's a few showers in West Texas near Abilene and Brownwood just before 5 o'clock, but in our north central Texas counties remain dry. And here's the temperatures early this morning. DFW in the low 60s, mostly in the low 60s across the board, and upper 50s as well. Across the watch warning map, not much going on across the nation. We have an air quality alert in effect for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, but other than that, we remain pretty quiet. On convective outlooks, we have two areas of marginal risk of severe storms. Could see a few strong storms there. And on day two, tomorrow, got a risk of severe weather up in the Dakotas and near Minnesota. Now, this is day 4, which is Friday. We have a risk of severe weather extending from the West Texas all the way through South Dakota and Minnesota, with a higher risk in West Texas all the way through central and northern Nebraska. And of course, very large hail and tornadoes would be possible with that. And this is day 5, pretty much the same deal. Large hail, damaging winds, and a risk for tornadoes will be possible. I wouldn't be surprised if they enhanced a 30% risk of severe weather there, somewhere in there. And this is day 6, Sunday. We've got a risk of severe storms for the Mississippi River Valley up in the Midwest. And like I said, that would be more of a damaging wind threat if that were to verify. And this is day 7. We have another risk of severe weather for West Texas all the way through southern Nebraska. And this is day 8. We have another risk of severe weather for areas near Wichita Falls, extending all the way up to the west of Des Moines, Iowa. And this is the first time I've been doing these where I've seen a risk of severe weather every day. And guess what? Our pattern favors it, and it favors it beyond day 8. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more severe weather outlooks coming in the near future. But just stay tuned for now. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. You can see abundance of rainfall in Northern California and down here. Amounts this weekend mainly in 1.5 inches or 2 inches out to the east. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 060 run of the GFS file this afternoon at 1 o'clock local time. You can see we have a ridge starting to build to the west, troughing here, and down here will stay mostly dry today. Highs in the mid 80s. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see a shower or two in our southern counties. But tomorrow we stay dry. Highs in the mid 80s again. Same thing on Thursday. And pretty much the same deal on Friday. Clouds start to increase as the surface low begins to move closer towards our area. Highs will maintain highs in the mid 80s with a breezy southerly flow. And here's Saturday as the weekend begins. You can see that 1003 millibar low. That's basically positioned out in West Texas in the Texas Panhandle. You can see we already have some convection going along with that near Wichita Falls, and this is by 7 p.m. on Saturday. You can see that convection starting. You can see that convection pretty much in the Dallas-Fort Worth in north central Texas region. And of course, that would be severe if that were to verify, because take a look at the instability values. You can see instability values are around 2,000, anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000, over 4,000 joules per kilogram for much of north central Texas. And of course, that will definitely favor some severe weather around that time period. So still many days out, and a lot of things can and will change. We'll just have to keep close tabs on the forecast. But here's Sunday. We do clear house on Sunday. Highs in the mid 80s with a mix in sun and clouds. We should be mostly sunny though. That activity shifts off to the lower Mississippi Delta. And here's Monday of next week. Pretty much the same deal. We could see a sprinkle or two on Monday. Highs in mid 80s. In a week from today, pretty much the same deal. Now here's a week from today, Tuesday the 21st of May. You can see we pretty much have a southwest flow aloft. And in order to verify, that would favor a pattern of severe storms pretty much every day. And that's the reason why we're seeing those risks of severe weather every day. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday the 23rd. 594 death high pressure located over the deep south, and good thing we are not in August because that will definitely really feel like death. But let's take a look at the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the GFS ensemble. You can see pretty good for pretty much throughout this weekend, but I don't think we'll reach the upper 80s on Sunday. I think we'll pretty much chill with mid 80s for the rest of this month. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. Our mornings in the blog. Next video here will be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch our local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.